Hello everyone! Today I thought it would be so fun to talk about creatures of the night, or nocturnal animals. Do you have any idea why we call them nocturnal animals? It's because these animals are active at night and sleep during the day. Do you know what we are called? Because we do the opposite. We are active during the day and we sleep at night. We are called diurnal animals. In today's video, we will learn about the pros and cons of being a nocturnal animal, along with 5 different nocturnal animals and some facts about them. And then lastly, of course, we cannot miss this one, we will learn 5 fast facts. Let's begin with the pros of being a nocturnal animal. There's less activity of predators and humans. Not as many of us are out, and not as many predators are out either to chase them or to try to hunt them. Diurnal animals have to be careful during the traffic, whereas at night there's not a lot of traffic, so the nocturnal animals don't have to look out for cars as much. If you are a predator and nocturnal, there are so many more prey items out there for you. A lot of smaller mammals are active during the night. There's less competition at night. More animals are active during the day rather than at night, making competition significantly lower. And if you are a predator, you are more likely to be successful during your hunt. It is easier to hide at night. Think of hide and go seek. When you have the lights on, it's really easy to find somebody. But if you have the lights off, it is a lot easier to hide away from the person that's trying to seek you. This is the same thing with our nocturnal animals. We all know that Iowa can get really, really hot during the summer. So for a nocturnal animal, they are now escaping the heat by going to hunt and being active at night rather than being active during the day. Now, let's look at a con of being a nocturnal animal. The biggest con of being a nocturnal animal is when you find a place to rest and humans or maybe another animal get close to your resting place, you may not be able to react in a timely manner because you are resting. Now let's talk about 5 different nocturnal animals and some fun facts about them. First up is the red fox. These are omnivorous, meaning they eat plants and animals. They live for 2 to 5 years in the wild. Males are called dog and weigh about 10 to 12 pounds. Females are called vixen and they weigh 9 to 10 pounds. Foxes give birth in the spring to 2 to 12 kits. Before getting their nice red color, the kits are actually gray, dark gray at birth until they get older. Foxes can jump really high fences and swim really well. Their nice bushy tail is called brush, and it is used as a blanket to keep them warm during the coldest months of the winter. They can produce 12 different sounds. Their urine is really, really smelly and used to mark their territory. You can find these fun animals in woodlands. Our next animal is this funny guy, a trash panda, of course, a raccoon. These animals like to dig through our trash, and what better time to do it other than when it's dark outside and humans aren't around. These guys can weigh anywhere from 4 to 23 pounds. They are very adaptable and live in many different climates. Their homes are called dens. They can make these out of caves or trees. They can also make them in barns, abandoned cars, and any other abandoned places. They are also omnivores. Offspring are called kits or cubs. At 12 weeks, these offspring start to roam away from their mothers. And at 8 to 12 months of age, they are fully independent. Next are bats. There are over 1,400 species of bats in the world. That's a lot. And we have to remember they're not birds. They're mammals. The sharing of characteristics of flight between birds and bats is called convergent evolution. Bats are the only mammals that can fly. The size of bats are variable. The smallest bat weighs less than a penny, and the largest bat has a wingspan of 6 feet. Holy cow! Over 300 species of fruit depend on bats for distribution. Bats use echolocation to detect their prey. Their eyesight isn't very good, so they send out a signal, and once it hits an animal, it'll bounce back, and that's how they find their food. The longest living bat is 41 years old. Their offspring are called pups. Bats have belly buttons. Just like us, they were attached to their mother's umbilical cord, resulting in a button. Here's our next animal, the badger. They have large claws for digging and self-defense. They weigh between 4 and 39 pounds. They are found in drier areas. Their homes are made in the ground. They dig for their prey items. A badger's home is called a set. Many badgers are social, but our American badger is not, meaning that it spends most of its time alone. They are omnivores, but eat mostly insects. They have no mating season and only 1 litter per year. The cubs will remain in the home until they are 8 weeks old. And these animals live for around 10 years. Our last animal is the owl. This is a barred owl. They have large, specialized eyes. They have large pupils that helps them collect more light to see at night. Because their eyes are so big, they can't move them. Like us, they can't move their eyes without moving their head. They must move their whole head. Their eyes also have more rods than cones. Rods are used to collect light, whereas cones are used for color. So, as you can probably tell, these guys need a lot more rods at night because there's less light. Owls eat little mammals and swallow their prey whole and cough up the indigestible material like fur and bones. This is called an owl pellet. Owls have silent flight to aid them in their hunting. A group of owls is called a parliament. Not all owls hoot. They make a variety of different sounds. In this case, the barred owl does hoot and says "Who cooks for you? Who cooks for you all?" Owls are very light. They are mainly just feathers. This barred owl is around 1.5 pounds. Unlike many other animals, the females are bigger. They need more room to produce those eggs. Now it's time for our 5 fast facts. Let's get into it. Since there is less competition and more prey items, being successful during hunting happens more often. Many animals have enhanced eyesight and hearing. Nocturnal animals can be seen during the day, but they're usually resting. Street lights can confuse nocturnal predators, like owls. 70% of mammals are nocturnal. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new. We'll see you next time.